Part 1. The Quiet House and the Loud Rules. The old house sat on a small hill. It was made of gray wood. Outside, the wind blew through the tall trees. The trees made a loud swish sound. Inside, it was very clean, but very quiet. Mary stood in the kitchen. She was 45 years old, but her eyes looked older. Her hands were red from washing dishes. She wiped the table slowly. She looked at the round clock on the wall. It was 6:30 p.m. The sky outside was turning black. Mary's husband, David, died 10 years ago. He left her alone with his daughter, Lily. Lily was only 6 years old then. Before David died, he held Mary's hand. He said, "Please, keep my little girl safe." Mary promised him. She thought about that promise every single day. The front door opened with a loud bang. Lily walked in. She was 16 years old now. She wore heavy black boots and a torn leather jacket. She did not take off her boots. She walked into the kitchen, leaving wet dirt on the clean floor. Mary looked at the dirty footprints. She took a deep breath. She did not yell, but her voice was very hard. "Lily, the boots? Take them off." Lily rolled her eyes. She sighed loudly. She kicked her boots off. They hit the wall. "Fine," Lily said. She did not look at Mary. "Where were you?" Mary asked. She stood straight. She folded her arms across her chest. "I was at school. Then I walked home," Lily said. She opened the refrigerator and looked inside. "School finished at 3 p.m., Mary said. "It is 6:30 p.m. That is 3.5 hours. Did you walk with Mark?" Lily closed the refrigerator door hard. The bottles inside clinked together. "Why do you care?" "Mark is my friend." "Mark drives too fast. He does not care about school," Mary said. "I do not want you with him." "Did you finish your math homework?" "You are not the police," Lily shouted. Her face turned red. "You always ask questions. You always make rules. Do your homework. Do not talk to Mark. Come home early. I hate this house." Lily grabbed her bag and ran up the stairs. Her feet made loud, angry sounds. Her bedroom door slammed shut. Mary stood alone in the kitchen. She closed her eyes. Her hands shook a little bit. She wanted to go upstairs and hug Lily. She wanted to say soft, sweet things, but she was afraid. She thought, if I am soft, she will run away. She will go with bad boys. She will ruin her life. I must be a strong wall to protect her. Mary picked up a cloth. She got on her knees. She started to clean the dirty footprints from the floor. She worked until the floor was perfect again. Part 2. The Big Argument. 2 months passed. It was now winter. The house was very cold. The feelings inside the house were also cold. Mary and Lily did not talk much. They only argued. One Friday night, Lily came downstairs. She wore a short red dress and heavy makeup. She held her phone tightly. Mary was sitting in the living room. She was mending a hole in an old sweater. She stopped sewing. She looked at Lily. "Where are you going?" Mary asked. "There is a party," Lily said fast. "At the lake, everyone is going." "The lake is 20 miles away." Mary said. "It is dark. Who is driving?" "Mark," Lily said. She looked at the floor. Mary put the sweater down. She stood up. "No, you're not going. Mark drinks beer. He is not a safe driver. You will stay home." Lily looked up. Her eyes were wide and angry. "No, I'm going. I am 16. You cannot keep me in a cage. I am your mother," Mary said. Her voice was flat and hard. "You live in my house. You follow my rules. You are not my mother," Lily screamed. The words filled the small room. "My real mother died when I was a baby. My father is dead. You are just a mean old woman. My father would let me go. He loved me. You do not love me. You only love rules." The room was completely quiet. The clock ticked. Tick. Talk. Mary felt a terrible pain in her chest. The words hurt more than a knife. She wanted to cry. She wanted to fall on the floor. But she remembered her promise to David. She looked at Lily's young, angry face. "Go to your room," Mary said quietly. She did not show her pain. She pointed to the stairs. Woo, give me your phone. You will not go to the party." Lily threw the phone on the sofa. "I hate you," she cried. Tears fell down her face, ruining her black eye makeup. She ran up the stairs. Mary sat back down in her chair. She picked up the sweater again. She tried to sew, but she could not see the needle. Her eyes were full of water. A tear fell onto her hand. She sat in the dark room for a very long time. She did not sleep that night. Part 3. The Storm. A week later, a terrible winter storm came. The sky was dark gray all day. The news on the television said, "Do not go outside. A blizzard is coming." The snow will be very deep. It is very dangerous. Mary locked the doors. She made soup. She turned up the heater. Lily was in her room. She was very angry. She was still grounded. She could not use her phone. But she had a secret. Mark had thrown a small rock at her window earlier. He held up a sign. The sign said, "Meet me at the old barn at midnight." Lily wanted to see Mark. She wanted to leave the boring, quiet house. She looked out the window. The snow was falling fast, but she thought she could walk to the barn. It was only 1 mile away. At midnight, the house was dark. Mary was sleeping. Lily put on her coat. It was not a very thick coat. She put on a hat. She opened her window very slowly. The cold wind hit her face. It felt like ice. She climbed out the window and jumped into the soft snow. She started walking toward the woods. At first, it was easy. But soon, the wind became stronger. It howled loudly in her ears. The snow blew into her eyes. She could not see the trees. She could not see the road. Everything was white and dark at the same time. Lily walked for 30 minutes. She was very cold. Her feet felt like blocks of wood. She started to shake. "Mark?" She called out, but the wind took her voice away. She turned around. She wanted to go back home. But she did not know which way was home. She was lost in the blizzard. She stepped in a deep hole hidden by the snow. She fell down hard. Her knee hit a sharp rock. "Ah!" Lily cried. A sharp pain shot up her leg. She tried to stand, but her leg could not hold her. She fell back into the deep snow. She curled into a ball. She started to cry. She felt very tired. She wanted to close her eyes and sleep in the snow. Back in the house, Mary woke up. She felt cold. She got out of bed to check the heater. She walked past Lily's room. She saw a line of snow under the door. Mary opened the door quickly. The room was freezing. The window was wide open. Snow was blowing onto the floor. The bed was empty. Mary did not scream. She did not waste time. Her heart beat very fast. She ran to the closet. She put on her thickest winter coat, her heavy boots, and thick gloves. She grabbed a strong flashlight. She ran out the front door into the terrible storm. "Lily!" Mary shouted. The wind pushed her back. She walked forward anyway. She shone the flashlight on the ground. She saw faint footprints filling with snow. She followed them toward the woods. The cold bit Mary's face. Her lungs burned. She walked for a long time. She swung the flashlight left and right. Lily. Lily, answer me. Then, she saw something red in the white snow. It was Lily's coat. Mary ran. She fell in the snow, got up, and ran again. She reached Lily. Lily's eyes were closed. Her lips were blue. She was shaking very slowly. Lily! Oh, my baby! Mary cried. She dropped the flashlight. She pulled off her own heavy coat. She wrapped it tightly around Lily. Underneath, Mary only wore a thin sweater. Mary pulled Lily up. Wake up, Lily. We have to walk. My leg. Lily whispered. It hurts. I cannot. Mary did not think. She bent down. She pulled Lily onto her back. Lily was big and heavy, and Mary was small. But Mary stood up. She carried Lily. She began to walk back through the deep snow. Every step was terribly hard. The wind fought them. Mary's hands turned numb. Her face froze. But she did not stop. She thought of David. She thought of her promise. She put one foot in front of the other. Step. 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 She carried her daughter all the way home. Part 4, The Truth in the Morning. The next morning, the storm was over. The sun shone brightly on the white snow. Lily slowly opened her eyes. She was in her own bed. She felt very warm. She wore thick pajamas. There were 3 heavy blankets on her. A small fire burned in the fireplace downstairs. She remembered the cold. She remembered the terrifying wind. And she remembered Mary carrying her. Lily turned her head. Mary was sitting in a wooden chair next to the bed. Mary was asleep. Lily looked at her stepmother. Mary looked very different. Her face was pale. Her lips were cracked. Her hands were resting on her lap. They were covered in small red cuts from the sharp ice. Her fingers looked swollen. Lily felt a heavy lump in her throat. She looked at the floor. Next to Mary's chair, an old, small notebook had fallen from Mary's pocket. It was open. Lily slowly reached down and picked it up. It was Mary's diary. Lily looked at the page. The handwriting was neat but shaky. She read the words. October 12th. Lily said she hates me today. It broke my heart. I cried in the bathroom so she would not see. I want to buy her pretty things and let her go to parties. I want her to smile at me. But she does not know the world is dangerous. I promised David I would keep her safe. If she hates me, it is okay. as long as she is safe and alive. I love her too much to let her make bad choices. Lily stopped reading. The words hit her heart. She read another line. November 4th. I took her phone away. She screamed. Every time she screams at me, I feel so alone. But I must be the bad guy. I am her shield. A shield gets hit so the person behind it does not. Tears filled Lily's eyes. They were hot and fast. They fell onto the pages of the diary. She looked at Mary's cut, swollen hands. She thought about Mary giving her the heavy coat in the storm. She thought about Mary, small and freezing, carrying her through the snow. Mary did not hate her. Mary did not just love rules. Mary loved her. The rules were just Mary's way of showing love. Mary was scared, just like Lily was scared in the snow. Lily started to cry out loud. Mary woke up quickly. She sat up. She looked afraid. Lily? What is wrong? Does your leg hurt? Do you need a doctor? Mary reached out to touch Lily's forehead. Lily grabbed Mary's hand. She held the rough, cut hand against her cheek. No, Lily cried. My leg is fine. I'm sorry. Mom, I am so sorry. Mary stopped moving. Her eyes went wide. Lily had never called her mom before. I read it, Lily said, crying hard. She pointed to the diary. I did not know. I thought you were just mean. I thought you didn't want me to be happy. But you were just protecting me. You saved my life last night. You could have died. Mary's eyes filled with tears. She moved from the chair to the bed. She put her arms around Lily. She hugged her tightly. Lily hugged her back. They held each other for a long time. I do not know how to be a fun mother, Mary whispered into Lily's hair. I only know how to keep you safe. I am sorry I was so hard. Do not be sorry, Lily said. She rested her head on Mary's shoulder. Thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me. Part 5, The New Normal. 5 years passed. It was a warm spring day. The old gray house looked beautiful. There were bright yellow flowers growing in the garden. The windows were open. Soft music played inside. Lily walked up the path to the house. She was 21 years old now. She wore a neat blue dress. She held a large piece of paper in her hand. It was her university diploma. She had finished school with top grades. She opened the front door. Mom, I'm home," she called out happily. Mary came out of the kitchen. She looked older. Her hair was mostly gray now. But her face was relaxed. She smiled widely. Her eyes were bright and happy. "Lily!" Mary wiped her hands on her apron and walked over. Lily held up the diploma. "I did it. We did it." Mary took the paper carefully. She looked at Lily's name printed in beautiful letters. A single tear of happiness rolled down Mary's cheek. "Your father would be so proud of you," Mary said softly. Lily put her arm around Mary's shoulders. "I am proud of us," Lily said. They walked into the kitchen together. They made tea and sat at the table. They did not argue anymore. They talked about Lily's new job. They talked about the garden. Lily looked across the table at Mary. She looked at Mary's hands holding the teacup. They were still working hands, but they were gentle. Lily understood something very important now. Love is not always soft words and gifts. Love is not always letting someone do whatever they want. Sometimes, love is saying no. Sometimes, love is waiting in the dark, worrying. And sometimes, love is walking out into a terrible storm to bring you safely home. Mom? Lily asked. "Yes, dear?" Mary answered, taking a sip of tea. "Thank you for the rules." Lily smiled. "They built a good road for me." Mary smiled back. The house was quiet, but it was not a cold, angry quiet anymore. It was a warm, peaceful quiet. The strict stepmother and the angry daughter were gone. Only a mother and a daughter remained, safe and happy together.